we're here.
Hey,
everybody, welcome back to Threeflings, the Friday night game of three tieflings of threefs. So, first of all, you might have noticed we have a new threef right here. So let's start by welcoming our newest threef, Allison Draz. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us about your tiefling?
hello. I'm Draz, also known as Allison, but everyone in this call calls me Draz anyway, so. But, whatever. My threef is Vittori. She is an abyssal tiefling that has magic, which is fun because her cousin Adara does not.
Oh,
they are cousins because of a Discord joke. Oh, spelling the chest in.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so great.
Adara is not salty about it at all.
Speaking of Discord, you can join the Discord by joining our super cool Patreon link.
Early plug. She's a Gloomstalker Ranger, and also she's a class variant Ranger because all of the vanilla Ranger stuff is all very nature-y and stuff, and she is a bounty hunter, so those don't really apply to her. Also, when I was looking over it, I was realizing that, like, the normal ranger would probably be kind of racist in terms of Uncaged anyway, because it's like, oh yes, I hunt monsters, and I'm like, oh no, those are people.
You're like, my favorite enemy is Rusalkas, and we're like,
I am doing a stream tomorrow where we're going into the Feywild with a ranger character who, not mine, but another player's, who's a ranger character whose favorite enemy is Fey. So that'll be fun. So welcome, Draz. Gwen, tell us who you are and who you're playing.
I'm Gwen, and I'm playing Adara, who's the non-magical abyssal tiefling, and she's our resident fighter, both in character class and in personality.
And lastly, never leastly, Ink. Tell us who you are. Tell us about your teeth.
Hi, my name is Ink. I am playing your Warlock Pact of the Fiend Thief Ophelia. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent us frog stuff. That's very cool of you. Yeah, she is Pact of the Fiend, and she also is Pact of the Tome. I almost just said tomb, and I'm like, incorrect, but on brand.
Pact of the Tooth is Adara's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said, and I was like, that's my job.
So today we are playing Rites of Passage by CJ Oliver from Uncaged Volume 2, the one with the Rusalka on the cover. This one doesn't have a content warning listed in it, but I will tell you right now that it has snakes. So if you don't like hearing about snakes, we're not going to show you any on the stream. But if that is a thing that you cannot have, we're not going to be mad if you go away. We love you anyway, and we will see you next week. So without further ado, let's get started with what happened previously on Threeflings.
Last time was Korean version of Kitsune's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kumiho?
Last week was like
else?
a bunch of people getting thwarted by a commoner.
Yeah,
That's true.
Don't need to call them out like that.
Listen,
It wasn't us, it was her.
the competence is stored in the Adara.
Look, she rolled really, really well, and we did not. But yeah, there was a child. Backtracking. There was a monk who was like, "Hey, y'all, there's some stuff happening in the nearby ranch. It's haunted, and people died. So check that out." And we did. And on the way, we were like, "We sure feel like we're being followed." And here are a bunch of foxes in a cave that we're gonna fight. And then we
Didn't.
didn't. Euphoria pulled out a rat from her great bag of tricks, and then they all just went after the rat, and we were like, clever. We're gonna do well in this adventure. And then we made it to the ranch, and we were like, cool, spooky. There's some weird haunty things going on. and there was a locked cellar, and Adara was like, I'm going to check out the locked cellar. And then as she did that, the other two were like, we're going to go investigate the woods area. So they went to the woods and met a young child who was like, there's a monster chasing me. And Euphoria and Ophelia were like, that sounds bad. Let's take shelter in the house. And Idara, meanwhile, was like, I'm going into the cellar. There's undead on meat hooks in the cellar. I'm leaving the cellar. Came back upstairs real cool, like, regrouped. Idara and Ophelia went down to the cellar to look at the undead on the meat hooks. Euphoria got showed around the house by the little girl, and then, like, was, getting ready for dinner and stuff. And then the little girl's mom came out, because it turned out the little girl's mom was the Kumiho the whole time. So she was the fox demon and was like, we're gonna eat Euphoria. Just kidding, we can't, because she's not a man, and we need man liver in order to be human. So then there was a fight, and we yelled at her, and then we were like, have you considered eating livers from recently dead people that you didn't kill? And she was like, that seems legit, and said that she'd do that as long as we took care of her kid until she was human again. So that's what happened.
And then kid got shipped off to Shy in the monastery.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, because I know our schedule for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna say that Euphoria right now is probably like
escorting that child.
Well, she's probably like buying stuff for the kid, like clothes and maybe good walking shoes and stuff. So that's why she's not here right now. Yeah. And then next week, Idara will be taking her to Shy, and that's why Idara will not be here next week. Spoilers.
But Victoria will be, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I love these condensed versions of like how it is, because it's like 4 hours and it's just like, then there were things in the cellar.
Mm-hmm. And it's very much like
inspiration for Gwen.
Thank you. It's also very much what was relevant to that particular person retelling the thing.
Yes.
Which is funny to me.
Speaking of, while we were talking about this, I just remembered, do I still have inspiration from the one time I did the recap from chat?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh no.
First, everybody in chat, give love to Health Pack Stream Euphoria, who is not here. She's about to head out, so just send her love. We love you.
We love you, Pack.
I'm not just saying love you in the stream because I'm too busy like sending it in the chat, I guess.
Jazz forgets for once that she is an active participant.
Yeah. You gotta talk with your fingers and your mouth.
So, let's get started with the game. So you've been walking through the mountains for a little bit. And you start to hear, you go through some communities and you see a lot of Goliaths just hanging out, doing their thing. And you hear that they're all pretty excited to attend the Festival of the Hunt, run by the Silvertop Mountain Clan. Idara, you have a pretty good idea that your cousin might be here.
She is a hunter of things. So, this tracks. Also, haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, she tracks. Haven't seen her in a while. That'd be fun to catch up.
Yeah.
Ophelia, do you want to meet a cousin of mine?
Is she also weirdly broody?
Weirdly what?
Weirdly broody?
No, she's fun.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
The fun cousin.
Yeah. Also, what's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means. Keep going.
So, the Goliaths you've encountered have been talking about how excited they are. This is a yearly celebration that's coming of age for the Goliath teens, but they get sent out into the wilderness to prove their mettle, prove their worth, and become an adult in the tribe by testing their survival skills. Meanwhile, all the adults just kind of get drunk and party and play party games and have a lot of food. And the kids play a lot of hunting games and, kid stuff like bow and arrows with fantasy Nerf arrows and stuff like that.
Basically, when you do non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you
It's
draw
just
from
like
the non-lethal quiver.
It just sounds like a graduation party where it's mainly for like the adults and the kids are just kind of there, even though it's for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pretty much is. Except for this one, sometimes the kids die.
Oh no.
God!
Like graduation party meets Hunger Games, you know.
Sure.
These are my non-fatal errors. Thank you.
So you arrive to the Silvertop Mountains, and this party is in full swing. You see serpentine ribbons, snakebone wind chimes, and there's colorful cotton festival tents. There's a bunch of Goliaths hanging out laughing and drinking and having arm wrestling contests. And in the middle of this, you spot your cousin. And Vittori, what are you doing here at this Goliath graduation party?
I think just because you just said at last that like she's currently like doing some arm wrestling, I don't think she's that good at it because she's not a very strong person, and these are Goliaths. But I think she's still having like a rad time until like she like sees Adara and Ophelia, because they also look very different from all these Goliaths, and just immediately just like fails the arm wrestling one, and then she just like runs over and is like, Adara!
Oh my god!
I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here?
Passing through mostly. We have to take there's a long story. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, like, I just finished doing a bounty hunt for someone, like, in a nearby town, and, you know, I heard about this, so I figured I'd come and check it out. He's a friend.
Sounds like this is Ophelia. Ophelia, this is my cousin, Vittori. Wait, what emphasis do I put, on?
On the tour bit.
Okay. I said that and then was like, I have regret. Did I do that right? Okay. Back in
character. That is me saying almost every NPC name in the Uncaged Anthology.
Yeah, this is my cousin Vittori. She's the only other tiefling in the family I really interact with much. Your parents are cool though, but like, I don't know, they're you know, older, so it's weird to hang out with them. But she's cool.
Okay. I mean, like, if she's cool, I'm not gonna ask questions.
You're not gonna like ask the deep family lore that we totally have.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you said a lot of them are older in Boyne, so no, I'm not gonna ask.
Well, it's gonna sound bad now if I clarify that I meant her parents specifically, but like, you know, as a kid, you don't really like seek out your aunt and like, hey, let's hang.
Yeah.
So
I don't
unless
know.
your
I only
aunt
lived
is
with my parents.
Oh yeah,
cool
that's fair. Anyway,
You're like, you know, when you have cousins and Ophelia's like, no.
yeah. Oh.
What's a cousin? You know how like in She-Ra, like Adora doesn't know what an aunt is?
Oh no. That's Ophelia. Yeah, no, we've managed to weirdly, I found a lot of tieflings around recently. We've got a third one, but she's babysitting right now, so I don't know if you'll see her a whole lot.
You have a child now?
Yeah, not mine. So we found a kid like recently who was parented by a fox demon, and the fox demon was like, I want to become human, but I gotta go through some things to get that done. So if you could just keep an eye on my kid until I'm human, that'd be swell. And we were like, deal. So now we have to bring this kid to, I don't know if you've ever met Shylock before, but I've mentioned her once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a friend of yours?
Yeah. I wouldn't go so far as to necessarily say that I'm her best friend, but like, I'm held in high regard.
Getting there.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're taking the kid to her like monastery. I don't know. The group of people who raised her.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I have a child temporarily, and soon Shylock will have a child.
You're having a child together.
We are. Sequentially,
Sure,
not
Shylock
together.
is best,
bro.
But yeah, I hear there's booze and arm wrestling here. So
Yeah.
point us in the direction.
Please don't
Like,
break
point
someone's arm
in the
this
direction.
time.
I didn't break their arm, okay? They just didn't do well in the game. They were fine.
Okay, Nora.
These people are
Okay.
probably more my speed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Large and strong. So yes.
Yeah, so it's fine. You should be worried about my arm.
Probably, yeah, they are very strong.
So you see some tables that have like snake leg decor, like the legs are shaped like snakes, not like they're decorated like snake legs. And on them, a couple Goliaths are having a drinking contest. A few others just seem to be toasting and kind of drunkenly singing. And it kind of sounds like, you know, how drunk Goliaths singing would sound.
Insert that clip here.
But they see you, they go, little ones, welcome. And they pour you some massive pints. Massive
Good.
pints, a pint is a size. You know what I mean? Massive steins.
This is far larger than my head.
Drink up, it's good for you.
Okay.
Put hair on your horns.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a thing?
Appreciate the effort, but I don't think that's a thing. But cheers.
Cheers! Suddenly, a shout goes up from a gateway near the forest. You follow the crowd to a platform decorated with snake iconography where the Goliath leaders stand. They greet young Goliath teens entering the camp from the forest. The teens look exhausted, but in good spirits. As the procession ends, a murmur begins in the crowd. Finally, a hunter appears, holding a bloody satchel. The crowd hushes. The chief turns and raises his hands. He says a single word, a name. Atli. There's a moment of silence as the Goliaths in the crowd look down in sorrow. Then the crowd disperses back to the festival. A young Goliath nervously approaches the three of you through the crowd. Hey, old friends, he says nervously. You look strong and capable. I need some help from someone outside the village. If you would consider it.
You are significantly less large than your friends.
I'm 17.
What rate do Goliaths age at? Is that the equivalent of like a human 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi guys, can you take me to prom?
My name's Suez.
Hi.
Oh, buddy.
Hello.
Hello.
Lee was my best friend.
Are they dead now? I didn't fully understand what was going on there.
Yeah.
I think so, but I don't know.
Oh. What was in the sack, if not at least? Sorry, that's probably a pretty insensitive question. I just sort of assumed that that's what the sack was.
No, yeah, I was also confused. I was like, is there an animal in there, or is it like a head?
It was her satchel. We were completing the rite of ascension to be adults. We go into the woods for a night. And if we're able to stay there for a night,
Oh, your voice changed.
then we can be adults.
I was wondering if the coffin was in character.
But Atli was my best friend, and this was her satchel. But I'm worried because, well, some consider her an outcast.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
I'm so sorry, child. It's so hard to take you seriously.
That's what the chief says.
Oh no.
Aww.
So why can't...
But other teens like her have gone missing in the past. Other ones who were odd. They were killed by a lamia, a snake-like creature sacred to our fort. We hunt the lamia as part of the festival of the hunt.
All right. Putting a pin in
And
that.
I'm worried the elders are using the lamia to kill those folks who don't belong.
What made her odd?
She didn't like authority. She didn't want to get married.
Good for her.
Is that it? That just sounds like a reasonable person.
She didn't like traditional things. She wanted to go her own way. I thought she was cool.
Buddy, I think you need to, like, eat a spoonful of honey or something. Like, that voice sounds very rough with how much you're coughing.
I think it's just... I think
Don't
it's
grow
just
into
Goliath
it.
puberty. I don't know if Ophelia's met a teen boy before, but...
No, never.
Just discreetly, Idara will be like, it's just a life phase thing.
Ophelia's just like, why does your voice sound like glass consistently shattering over and over?
Just kind of puts his hand on his mouth and looks down.
Aw.
It's fine. Ignore her.
So you think that, like, people can control the lamia to kill specific people?
I think the chief and his shaman could do anything.
Which ones are those two? Are they here?
He points, and you see the two who had been centered on the crowd. And says, that's Chief Nakras. And you see a strong, taller than the other Goliaths, wearing he's kind of covered in scars and body tattoos, and points out near the chief. And he says, over there, that's Elder Rhea. And he points to a slender, older woman wearing an elaborate headdress of feathers and sticks.
So
And they're both wearing assorted furs.
I'm gonna, like, ask him. So, like, I noticed you guys got, like, a lot of snaky stuff going on here. Do you guys, like, worship the Lamia?
We worship her power.
Fill me in a little bit more. I don't know anything about this.
Well, the Lamia is sacred to the fort. They're powerful snake women, and we revere them in hopes that they bestow us power and leave us alone.
So you worship them, but you also think that, like, the elders can, like, control it?
I honestly don't know. I just miss my friend. And if she was killed by them, I want them brought to justice.
So what do you do in the ritual with the Lamia normally? How's it supposed to go?
They send us out with a bow and arrow and a staff or a club of our choice. And we have to survive a night. We're supposed to hunt the Lamia and kill her. But mostly we just look for her hang out with campfire.
Is there more than one?
Why are you killing the thing you worship?
He kind of stops. Goes, I guess to master our fear. I don't. To, I don't know.
You know what? At least you're honest.
Yeah. That's more than a lot of people we've met can say.
Yeah.
To repeat Ophelia's question, are there like a lot of them?
I don't know.
Okay.
They just told us about the one eternal Lamia. The creature immortal of the forest. To be feared and revered.
Okay.
Please help.
Team huddle for a sec.
Please help me. Turns around, forms a circle.
Just kind
Hang
of
on.
stands there wringing his hands together.
Vittoria, I know you didn't exactly sign up for this, but this has been my life for the past couple months at this point. So this is par for the course. You want to help us find a dead Goliath?
Sure.
You can't automatically assume that she's just dead.
You want to find a Goliath of unknown fate?
I mean, you know, I bounty hunt like what's another person, right?
Yeah. Speaking of bounties, I'm gonna turn back to the guy. So my heart goes out to you. I am going to preface this by saying, fortunately for you, we're sort of professionals at this thing.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately,
Hands on the business card.
Yeah, that does mean that some sort of compensation or reward would be, you know, appropriate for people of our skill level to help you with this.
He kind of scratches his head. And goes, I don't have much, but I'll try and get something together.
I'm elbowing Adara because, like, dude, his friend might have just died.
We'll go anyway. Just, you know, I'll throw that out there. It can be an activity to distract you while we're working.
Yeah, I'll do that instead of planning Ellie's funeral.
Yeah. See, that's better.
Find you money.
Yeah, that's so much better.
We have a child to take care of, Ophelia.
I would have been happy just being like, ah, yes, now you are revered amongst the Goliaths. Not here is all five gold of my savings for my entire life.
I mean, if it's 5 gold, we'll let him keep it. But, like,
If
He's
it's
a
6
child.
gold, maybe not.
I'm a professional. Vittoria's a professional. You're a professional now.
I didn't sign up to be a professional.
At this point, it's not so much whether or not you intended it to happen, but it has happened. Congratulations. You're employed now.
He's just small. He's a child.
All right. But yeah, you know, just gotta eat.
Ophelia's like, we're extorting money from a child for another child.
He's an adult now. As of 2
Not-
hours ago.
Not yet, he hasn't finished it.
All right.
I think the trauma got in the way.
All right. So, do we want to just tromp on out into the woods, or do we want to maybe talk to the chief and shaman first?
I feel like we might as well talk to the chief and shaman because this whole Lamia business is kind of weird. Like, it's kind of contradictory, and I wonder if, like, they'd know more about it.
Yeah, I wonder if they have a better answer for the why do you kill the things you worship question than that kid did.
Religious practices are weird. I'm not gonna go after that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Suez just says, whenever you're ready, I'll take you to the edge of the forest.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thank you.
We're gonna have a quick chat around without letting anyone know what we're up to or what you asked us to do, because that would be rude and inappropriate. But we're gonna have a little bit of talking before we head out. Then we'll come find you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, glad that you are done talking to him. That was starting to hurt my voice.
Hey, I told you another question.
God, that go gargle some salt water. We'll wait.
Oh,
So
gosh.
do we need to talk to the chief and shaman, do we think, or just one?
Probably just one, unless they're
Yeah,
like standing near each other,
Yeah.
and you can just like get them both.
Like,
because,
if we get...
I don't. Why would you ask the chief stuff? Like, I feel like we need to clear up the religion part of this more than anything
True,
else.
Yeah.
Because the chief's probably just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, she was weird."
Yeah. I can envision it now. The chief will go something like, "Shame we lost one," but like,
That's the
there
Hunger
were
Games
worse.
for
Yeah,
you.
there were worse ones to lose.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
At least
some
we
of
get
y'all
to go
really,
back to work again.
y'all really don't care that much about that.
All right. Well, we can go find the shaman then.
Approach.
So, as you approach, you see that your way is blocked by a number of guards.
Oh, this is inconvenient.
They seem to be standing around the chief, the shaman, and a few others that are, you would assume, are elders of the tribe. They're wearing richer looking clothes than the others, and they all seem to be older.
Are they all doing anything? Or are they just like chatting?
Chatting,
Okay.
having some drinks.
Okay. So we found like the VIP section of the party.
Hmm.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. I'm gonna walk up to one of the guards and be like, "Hi,
Hello, tiny one.
hello. Can we talk to some people that are in there?"
Oh, you're a cute little one. No.
I just have questions about this whole snake business.
Snake business.
Yeah, like all your snaky stuff and the Lamia and like what the whole deal is with this stuff. I'm not from around here, as you can probably tell.
Oh, the Lamia. Beautiful, terrible creature that. I remember my rite of ascension. Almost got a glimpse of her.
Like, what do you guys do during this thing? It seems like most of you guys just kind of hang out and then people die.
Well, generally people don't die, but it does happen on occasion.
Indara, I'm confused.
And the guard kind of next to him elbows him and goes, like Madla. He says, yes, Madla, that was an our proving. It was a shame. Weird girl, that one, but it's a shame.
Weird how?
I would talk back. Strange one. Didn't like hunting much. Wanted to be a musician or something. I know, right?
My parents wanted me to hunt for the tribe, and
You
I
see
wanted to
visible
be a
relief on
bard.
Adara's face as her attempt to read the room succeeded.
Yay.
Uh,
But unfortunately, outsiders can't speak to the chief or any of the elders.
Oh.
Especially on a sacred day, we have to prepare Atli's funeral pyre.
is she like definitively dead? Or is it still like an unknown?
Well, her satchel returned bloody, and her compatriot said she was lost. I assume it was the Lamia.
So you said you barely got a glimpse of the Lamia. Did it... Did your lost compatriot also get taken by...
They all do. That's why we hunt them and fear them.
Hunt and worship.
The other guard who had mentioned Modluses. So, here's how I see it. It's a test, right? You go to kill the Lamia because you can't kill the Lamia. You survive in the woods to prove that you can. That's what makes you an adult in the tribe. She kind of bumps her chest. But nobody can kill the Lamia. And that is how you learn that everyone is infallible. And some things can't be slayed.
That
And
makes
the
a lot
other
more
guard
sense
just
than the
goes,
last...
Right.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense than the last attempt at an explanation we got. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot less convoluted than I was expecting.
The guard next to her goes, wow, you're a thinker.
At whom?
At
Oh.
the one who just
Okay.
explained that.
Yeah.
So just
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No. If you have another question, I was just gonna be like, I feel like there's not much else we can get out.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna ask. So, like, is there one snake lady or like several snake ladies?
Lamia is vast and unknowable.
I'm gonna look at the one that kind of explained it and be like, so is there one snake lady or many snake ladies?
And she says, I think there's one, but she might not always be the same one. I don't know much about them, but I mean, we've had these carvings for, well, since my grandmother was a youngin', so it has to be centuries at least.
So you think it might be like a phoenix situation?
Or they breed. Maybe she has a clutch of eggs. Maybe that's why she kidnaps us.
I don't think Goliath's snake work like that.
She goes, oh, but no, I'll just, could be a fun story though, right?
You guys are confusing.
It's a theory.
A snake theory.
I was gonna say, yeah, my immediate thought was a game.
Thanks for your help. I think that was everything we had wanted to ask about. So, resolved. Right?
Thank you, random
Yeah.
citizen.
Well,
Cool.
enjoy the festival. And sorry it was marred by Atli's death, but you know, not everybody can hack it.
From what I've heard, no one can, though. So, like, what's the criteria?
Well, most of the crew came back. Suez came back, and you know, about 10 others did. Just every so often, there's one that, you know, goes
Yeah.
missing.
Cool. All right. Good talk. Thanks. Bye.
Enjoy the party, little ones.
Oh dear.
I'd say you too, but you seem to be working, so...
Working hard or party working?
okay.
You're
You
funny.
also.
And then I'm gonna be like, nope.
I'm trying to leave this
Just slowly
conversation.
backing away.
Nope.
Ah. All right.
So that was somewhat helpful, I guess.
Yeah, I feel less confused.
Was it?
I can't tell if I'm more confused about the fact that like the guard also thinks the Lamia is kind of hot, or like less confused because now we kind of know what's going on, but also more confused, and I don't know.
I feel like if I'm tracking this right, it's like a god-fearing kind of worship, rather than a like, oh yeah, we love the Lamia, you're so great, but also we kill you.
Yeah.
That still doesn't explain why that one guard is like, yeah, I bet she's pretty.
All snake women are hot. It's just facts.
I mean, we've run into a fair number of monsters that were definitely like, I don't know, prettier than you would have expected.
I just feel like
kind
it's
of a
weird to
thing.
be like, we've never seen it, but also wink wink. Like I feel like that's a weird position to take. Like that's a hill to die on.
We don't shame here.
People
Alright.
say angels are hot, but they've never seen an angel.
They're just covered in eyes. It's like you think
Yeah.
a ball
Yeah.
of eyes is
Yeah.
hot.
So hot.
Eyes and feathers and fire. Super hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
literally hot, probably.
Yeah. Fire is indeed hot. All right.
Which would have bet Jetpack is gonna watch this back and be like, what the fuck were you guys doing?
This is what happens when Euphoria's not here.
So team,
Unsupervised threefling.
The competency might be stored in the Adara, but like, I think Euphoria might have taken the brain cell.
No, yeah.
okay. So forest.
Yeah.
Forest.
So Suez takes you to the forest and describes how each of them, like, they all gathered and had a fire together, but that they were each sent off to have their own ritual site. So they had like a meeting place if something like shit happened, but he describes what Atli's ritual site looked like. So like you'll know it when you see it, kind of thing.
Do you think she was just unlucky enough to be in like the Lamia's lair area? And like when she died, it was just because she was, you know, that was just like chance. And then they're like, oh yeah, it sucks to be that one, I guess. The one that like had to be nearest to the monster that we can't kill.
I think that sounds like good plausible deniability for someone who sent her there on purpose. But also,
Sure.
we have run into just so many people recently who take beef with women with opinions. So I'm recognizing a bias within myself based on 2 pieces of information that we have been given.
I feel like this is just the episode where we just become like insurance attorneys. Like we have to investigate the case of death for everyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was this actually an accident or was it staged to look like one?
So you can follow her tracks pretty easily. They're clear. There's a lot of tracks kind of going off into the general woods because all the teens came back. But once you're given the direction that she was heading, you can follow pretty well. And shortly you are taken to, or not taken to, you head to a grove of birch trees that buzz with the sound of bees.
Oh no, not bees. I hope they're not murder hornets.
Topical.
All the bees surround, cooking the hornet alive. Ah, yes, vibing.
So, killed by bees?
I mean, unless she's allergic to bees.
I mean, the body's not here, right?
Yeah, probably
Did
not.
the bees eat the body?
I don't think they do that.
You can investigate the area if you want.
I want.
Okay.
Things could investigate, stand around just contemplating on the
Bees?
Bees?
Investigation.
Investigation. I got a 9.
Ooh, I got a 21.
Oh,
I got
wow.
18.
Nice.
Good for once.
Atari's just going, bees?
Yeah. Well, Dara is distracted by bees. Dara and Ophelia, you find a couple honeycombs just loaded up with yummy honey, but nothing that relates to your search for Atlee.
Are there signs of like tracks or which way she would have gone from here?
There are. Give me a survival check to follow those tracks.
Sure.
I'm picking up the honeycomb. We're gonna give one to our poor friend in his
14.
poor throat.
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
Vittori, you follow those tracks, and
Good.
y'all are okay.
I got a nat 20.
Yay.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
I got an 8.
Hey!
I rolled
the
it too.
confidence is not stored in the Adara.
Unfortunately, these tracks take you down a way to a small muddy clearing where many tracks intersect.
Oh no. Like, I guess another investigation check to like try and figure out which ones might have been us.
Yeah, you can do investigation or survival. It's going to be harder to find where you're going from here.
I will make an effort as well.
Why'd you have to do this?
Ugh. I just rolled a 10.
15?
I got a 19.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, Ophelia.
Yes.
Safe day.
Good.
Feet.
You find these tracks and they take you to a small cave lined with dried leaves.
Ooh.
It seems like Atlee might have stayed here, but this isn't her ritual site. This isn't what was described to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like these leaves are disturbed, like somebody was here.
Hmm.
Can
Is there
we?
anything else in the cave?
Yeah. Same question.
What was that?
Cave?
Is there anything else like in the cave?
You can investigate the cave.
Let's investigate the cave, team.
Bees?
16.
19.
12.
All right, all of you find the same thing.
Oh boy.
There is a pouch here with 15 silver pieces in it.
Nice.
A child's wallet.
Allowance.
I mean, like, at least this is some money if Suez doesn't find any for our payment.
We're not
Yeah.
taking dead person money.
She's dead, maybe. Or we're returning it to her as part of our gift of finding her.
And you see some tracks that lead you out through a small passage in the back of the cave.
Ooh.
Following these tracks, you emerge into a clearing where a brook flows by a flat rock. An enormous spruce dominates the clearing. The natural beauty is marred by the blood staining the rock and a torn leather jerkin lying discarded in the brush.
What is a jerky?
Well,
That's like a
shit.
shirt. And this is what was described as Atlee's ritual site.
Ooh.
The good news is, if there's blood, she's now easier to track.
Yeah. Are there like blood trails or like any, indication of, because like the body's not here, right? Just like a shirt.
There's a bloodstained shirt, and there is a blood trail, as well as a trail left by something distinctly non-human.
Is it snake-like?
Give me a survival or nature check. Your choice.
It's just like a large noodle's been dragged through the forest.
14.
Okay, yeah, this is a large snake-like creature.
Well,
Like kind of windy, and the blood trail follows it almost like it's being dragged.
that's fun.
Fuck. Keep going?
Yeah.
I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah.
This trail leads into a dark cave. bleached bones litter the entryway.
Ooh, fun.
Decor.
The interior of the cave is dark.
We have dark vision.
Even, yeah.
You all have dark vision, but I just thought you would like to know.
It's true.
So Adara's teeth light up the area anyway.
They do. Teeth and eyes, they both glow, but like, not so much as to be a source of light, I think, for people who don't have dark vision.
But it's okay, we all have dark vision.
Yeah.
Do we have to like shake Adara like a glow stick?
No, you just like, you wait until she like pops her neck and then it glows more.
It's just like shake Adara, then she just like cracks her neck and then it's just like glow.
All right. I'll go first.
So you can do a nature check to see what the bones are if you're
Sure.
curious. Otherwise, you can continue into the cave.
I would
I'm
like to
assuming
know-
they're like Goliath bones, but sure.
I want to know what bones look like. That's a 9.
7.
Hey, 10.
They are definitely bones,
Yeah.
but they're not humanoid bones. They look like some
Oh.
kind of animal.
Okay.
Oh, so they're like smaller, like weirdly sized.
It looks like a quadruped, like a big
Oh.
quadruped.
Like a bear?
bear. Large
Bears are
frog.
sweet. Unless I did ever see a bear with 40-foot feet. Sorry.
I got that reference.
Thank you.
I didn't.
As you are looking at those bones, ba-ba-dum,
Ruh-roh.
you are surprised.
Are we?
Animal Crossing surprise noise.
Oh no. Bing!
As 2 swarms of poisonous snakes
Oh.
appear, writhing through the bones,
Oh,
which you
that's
are
fun.
currently investigating.
Ah.
And they're going to, let's say, bite the family.
Wow.
That's rude.
I'm not
That was a
related to
crit
you.
on Adara.
Cool.
Oh, jeez.
It's fine. I'm a fighter. I'm good at these.
So that was.
The snakes are like, which of you guys is related? And I'm like, not me.
I was just like, sure, let's welcome Draz by having her hit with a snake.
Ugh.
When you're here, you're family, which means getting bitten by snakes.
Ugh.
That is 13 piercing damage for Dara. Let's give me a
Okay.
con saving throw, please.
Oh, we should make that some more snake garden when you're here with your family.
Instead of breadsticks, it's snake sticks.
That is a, what's my constitution? 17.
You are not poisoned. Good.
Good.
Hey.
Hey!
And Vittori, does 22 hit you?
I think so.
I thought it might, but I wanted to ask.
I have to remind you that we're level 4, ma'am.
That is 10 piercing damage.
Alright. And then I do a con save, I assume?
Yes, please.
Don't forget about your inspiration.
It's true.
Oh yeah, I do have inspiration. Thank God, because that was a 4. Oh, 19. So
Okay,
19
you are
plus
not
2.
poisoned. Let's
Hell
roll initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad that I had that inspiration from being in the chat.
Meme in the chat.
God, right? Being an active participant in chat might save your life.
Remember, chat, when you guessed on Threeflings.
It could
I got a
happen.
6.
13.
And then I have a +5, so 9.
And Ophelia?
I got a 6.
Okay. So the snakes are gonna go.
Oh God.
So why not hit Adara and Ophelia this time?
Rude.
Oh my god, that's another nat 20.
Oh my god. Leave
It
me
can be on
alone.
Ophelia.
do these snakes have an agenda against Adara or something?
I mean, I could make the nat 20 on Ophelia.
I'm soft.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it on Adara.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Adam, how dare you root for the snakes?
Ophelia, Euphoria just leaves just for like the rest of the Threefs to become its snakes.
I will be honest, this is supposed to be one swarm of poisonous snakes, but because it's also doable for levels 1, I was like, they can take 2.
Yeah, and then you double
I
crit.
feel like poisonous snakes against a level 1.
I know, so
No, Adam,
that
I like
is
snakes too. I just
14
don't
poison
like people.
damage.
14 poison damage.
No, 14, sorry, piercing damage. not
Piercing
poison.
damage. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't have DR, but okay.
Okay.
Ow.
And give me that con save, please.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're supposed to be taking half as much poison damage on a successful save, so I'll give it to you this time if you succeed. You got a free one. Both you and Draz got a free one last time.
This is also why like first levels are probably just like dying.
24 on my con save.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
okay.
I'm a
I
fighter.
rolled
I'm
really
good
well.
at these.
So you take 12 poison damage
Instead of
double that.
Because you
okay.
oh god.
Ow.
I can't believe the Threefs are just gonna like die at this cave entrance to sleep.
We fought so many things that I'm gonna die to an angry noodle.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, normally they do half that on a hit. Because again, both the attacks that hit me were crits.
Yeah, true.
Congrats,
So,
I'm not
Ophelia-
you.
Ophelia, you take
Wait, what did you
7
roll?
piercing damage.
What did you roll? To attack me?
I rolled a 22.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's gonna hit me.
Yeah, that's why I just rolled the damage.
Okay, yeah. How much damage did you say it was?
7.
Sweet.
Why are these snakes so good at rolling?
Right?
I'm gonna
Are
use
they
my
commoners?
not as nice dice next time.
Are the
And then
snakes?
Give me a con save.
They are commoners. That's why they can destroy us.
13.
It's our one weakness is the proletariat.
Okay, so just half damage again, and I will use my less nice dice. I'm trying to help. I was using my good dice before.
Ah, rude.
So that is 7 poison damage.
Nice.
Now it's Adara's turn.
I just want you to know that you have done 39 damage to Adara so far.
Jesus, that is more than inventory's health.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same here.
Oh yeah, I look terrible. All right, so
You have so many magic items.
I do.
You're fine.
Yeah. Once we get through
And
this
you
fight.
literally can't die.
We literally
The only
can't die.
Real risk is Vittori.
Yep.
Oh,
So,
I remember in like the Discord when we were discussing your like scythe.
okay, so I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna bonus action second wind. So I open
Yeah,
by
that
healing
tracks.
because ow. Ooh, that's an 8, so plus level. Okay, I heal for 12.
Hey.
Erase that poison damage. Cool. I'm gonna hit the snakes.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. I don't really think this matters, but it feels more thematic. I'm gonna take out my maul and just like,
Okay.
bam,
Yeah.
on the pile of snakes, because I feel like
Is that
it'll
a
work better.
magical maul? Oh no, it doesn't matter with magic. Doesn't
I was
matter.
gonna say it's not.
That's fine.
It's a regular maul, but I can two-hand it.
Nice.
I was gonna say, if these snakes are immune to everything except magical attacks, I'm gonna.
No.
Oh!
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Good. What is this? 2d6. So please take 12 points of damage.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, max.
Well, 2d6 plus 5.
Oh, okay. You
So-
just said 2d6, and I'm like, oh, max.
Yeah, no, I had
damage.
to figure out which dice I was grabbing. But yeah. And should I bite the snakes?
I mean, to be fair, they're poisonous, not venomous, so.
No, the opposite. They're venomous, not poisonous. I'm biting the snakes.
It
Oh,
technically
yeah.
says swarm of poisonous snakes,
Aw, man.
but they have
they
been
didn't
using venom to poison you.
Yeah.
They could be both.
So they're named wrong.
It should be swarm of venomous snakes.
Okay. Given that
biting
they
them
are
should be
venomous and not
fine.
poisonous snakes, I'm gonna bite a snake. Or I'm just gonna believe in my con save and I'm gonna bite the poisonous snake.
I love the idea of Adara leading down to a pile of snakes.
I don't know.
Angry
all over your
spaghetti, get the
face.
munch.
I'm more imagining that she like grabs a fistful of them, so like 3 or 4, and then just like.
Okay, that's better than sticking your face in like a pile of snakes and
Yeah.
bones.
Yeah, because that's bad.
Angry spaghetti gets the munch.
I'm not sure this hits though, because that's a 11.
That does not hit.
All right, so I make a grab for some snakes, but it doesn't work great.
Okay. They just kind of slither out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Vittori, you are up.
All right, okay, bonus action Hunter's Mark, because fuck, we need the extra damage right about now. Because she is a Gloomstalker, she gets to attack twice on the first turn.
Sweet.
Okay, the first one, 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so didn't mention before, but her weapon is a heavy crossbow, so she's just like shooting down some snakes.
Yeah.
So the Ratatouille with the old woman with the gun against one
So,
singular
wait.
rat.
It's about right.
So 6 damage plus Hunter's Mark damage, which I think is a D. Okay, that was a D8. Oh shit. Okay, that's a D10. What am I talking about? Still 3 of those. So 6. Oh no, it's a D6. So 10 damage with the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that will hit because that is an 18 on my roll.
Yes, that hits.
Yeah.
Oh my god, y'all! I got like both 1.
Oh no.
Snake against snake.
Snake eyes!
Snake eyes against snakes.
Okay, so that would be 5 on the
Okay.
second attack.
When you hear your snakes.
Oh.
Is that your whole thingamajig?
Yeah.
Okay. Ophelia, you are up. There are 2
Okay.
swarms of snakes in front of you. One that is looking smaller than the other.
Destroy them.
Why do we struggle? I'm gonna take out the bag of tricks and pull a furry friend out of the bag.
Do we have 2 bags of tricks? Or are you just taking euphorias?
I think they all have a bag of tricks.
Oh, yeah,
What?
you do.
Wait, I thought there was only one.
I thought there was just a gray bag of tricks.
Oh, which adventure was that from again?
It was from Swamped. I have my list up.
Yeah.
Swamped, great bag of tricks, and then I wrote in parentheses Euphoria.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only 1.
Because I was gonna say I would have absolutely been like Euphoria. I want the bag with Reginald in it.
She's
Give
not here.
me
She
the
can't stop us.
Yeah, she
Okay,
can't
fine,
stop
you
us from
have
saying
it.
Freginald.
You
yeah,
have
she
it.
can't stop us. She can't stop us. Sorry, health bag. Giant rat.
Ah,
Yes.
our savior.
Yes, I got to get a shot for
Okay.
this thing. Okay.
Roll for that rat.
Okay.
Oh
hang on a
wait, I
sec.
forgot. As part of Dread Ambusher, I get an extra attack, and also that deals an extra D8 damage. So I should also roll. Can I still roll for
Yeah,
that?
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
that
And
as
that's an
she's
extra
finding
7
that
damage. That's so much better than 2 ones.
Ugh.
Oh gosh. Okay, and then I will roll for this rat. This rat gets pack tactics, baby.
Hey. Health pack tactics.
Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, so it's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that rat hits.
I was gonna say, hang on.
Going
we
for
have
the
to see if I
smaller
can-
swarm or the undamaged swarm?
Large.
Large swarm. Okay.
Large. Yeah. Okay. And then what? I'm just trying to think of a name for this rat too. Okay, does four piercing damage on a bite.
Okay. Sweet. Were you using a bonus act? Do you use a bonus action to pull it out of the bag of tricks, or was that
It's
your
an action to pull it out of the bag. And then it's a
Okay,
bonus
and then
action
it
to
goes.
command
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah, and then it just goes on my turn next time.
So it's Sneck turn,
Snack it.
and they're gonna go for Vittori and the rat, because Vittori did a lot of damage for them, and the rat, as you see, it looks a lot like the bones that you're seeing on the ground.
Ah.
And I don't think they're
makes
going to
sense.
hit either of you.
Good.
We'll see. Does a 12 hit the rat?
Just makes it.
Okay.
And the cost of the rat is 12.
So the smaller swarm is going to hit the rat for 1 piercing damage.
Okay, rat has 6 hit points left. Rat's doing good.
Where
And
was
rat-
that roll last round?
Yeah.
Well, now it's half size, so it does half damage.
Oh.
And a rat must make a con saving throw.
Is the rat gonna die before we name it?
I mean, it doesn't die. It's just,
Got a
you know,
10.
gone for a bit.
Got a
To
10.
a farm upstate.
So you succeeded, but it still takes 6 poison damage.
Okay, well, rat is now unconscious. It's okay.
Oh no!
Doesn't it just disappear?
Yes.
It
He
does
Okay.
the
he just
Pokeball
turns
fainting
into a puff.
animations.
How does it disappear?
It just turns into a puff.
Okay.
Yeah, it just vanishes and turns into a puff.
But the rat did its purpose. It
It
saved
did,
you
yeah.
from getting hit.
It did.
How do we gay?
And Vittori, you don't get hurt at all because I am positive that an 8 does not hit you.
Yeah, no.
Idari, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the other rat. I mean, not rat. Snake pile, and I'm gonna hit it.
The small pile or the big pile?
Oh right, they're both still up. I'm gonna hit the small pile.
Okay.
Ooh, that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. So that is
That's
11
almost
points of
ready.
damage.
Oh, nice.
Then I'm gonna bonus action Hungry Jaw and try and bite him.
Yeah!
Cause I'm hurt.
I'm hungry.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Good.
Hungry Joe.
All right. Well, not great. So that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I gain temp HP equal to my con modifier.
Nice.
So 3. But that's 3 more I didn't have before.
What way to see it? Yeah.
All right. Anything else for Madara?
No.
All right, Vittori.
Okay, time to do some damage, but less damage because I don't have the Gloomstalker thing anymore. That is maths 26.
Yeah, that hits. You doing the small swarm or the big swarm?
See, the swarms are fun because like you kind of want to hit the big swarm so that it goes down to a small swarm, but also there are 2 swarms and they can both attack.
That's the
So
exact
you might
thought
as well
process I had when I was going, oh!
Well, I guess,
Ooh
yeah, I
is
think
literally
I
my
will-
good friend's imitation of Bob Dylan.
But yeah, I think I'm going to attack the smaller swarm just to get it out of the way.
Mhm.
So,
Don't worry, I'll work it on it next turn.
Yep. So, D10, that's 10 damage
All right.
plus 3, so 13. And then Hunter's Mark.
First, with
It's
that.
another 5, so that's 18 damage.
How do you destroy this swarm of snakes?
Just fire like arrows down and it stops moving.
Just stuck to the floor.
Like amidst the rat bones crackling.
Oh no, buddy.
And then bonus action change the Hunter's Mark to the other swarm.
Okay.
You're
like-
next.
I like snakes. Why? Why did you betray me?
They started it.
Ophelia, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the wand of magic missiles from my waist and cast it for 4 charges.
Okay.
So hang on a sec. I have to. Okay, I forget what the damage is. So it's 3 darts, and then it does a d4 of force damage equal to the target. When you cast a spell above a spell slot of 2 or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart. So I have 6 of them. This is. Hang on a sec. That's 8.
It does force damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
8, And then 14 points of force damage upon swarm of snakes. Draz, what does your hunter's mark do to change it?
It doesn't do anything for anyone else. It's just for me to deal another d6 damage.
Okay,
You find
cool.
it if it leaves.
Okay, so like little snake ball just took 14 points of force damage.
Yeah, and that
Hey.
seemed pretty significant. The swarm is getting smaller.
Good.
Hell yeah.
It's
to imagine
not half size, but it is significantly smaller.
just like popcorn, but with snakes.
And now I dropped a d20 on the floor. What did it roll?
To change things up.
That's how
What
many
was
more
it?
snakes are arriving.
Oh no.
I'm gonna re-roll it because that's a mean roll.
Is that a critical against one of us again?
Like, if you crit me for a third
It wasn't
time.
a critical, but it was high.
Jesus Lord.
That one was higher, so it's fine. Just Ophelia's getting hit.
Oh no.
That's how it is. Yeah, the
I
first
can't
time.
die!
Yeah, the first time it was a 14 on the die, which would make it 21, and then the second time it rolled
Make it 21. How high is this thing to hit?
Oh my god.
plus 6.
Jeez.
Oh, does it get like pack tactics or like swarm tactics and then like another thing because of the...
No, it's just plus 6 to hit because sometimes the monster manual does not make sense.
Yay.
Y'all got 6 mouths. You don't need that extra bonus.
Yeah, I mean I think it because they attack with dex and their dex is plus 4, so plus their proficiency.
Oh,
is plus
yeah,
6.
yeah, and then proficiency, yeah.
Yeah, that
okay.
tracks.
So that is 9 piercing damage to Ophelia. Give me a con save, please.
Ah. That's a 5.
Okay. Do you have inspiration?
No, I do not.
Okay. That's okay. I didn't roll super great. That's 10 poison damage.
I'm at 0 hit points. I
Oh.
can't die though.
It's Dara's turn.
All right.
I'd like to imagine Ophelia going down, but as she's going down, she's like, I can't die though, and just collapses into that like inventory. Just like, what the fuck?
Idara sees this and is like, we'll deal with that in a second.
So we're just lying there stable.
Yep. So I'm gonna hit the swarm again.
Okay.
That is I can do math. 19.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
My rolls are
Maybe
getting
I shouldn't
progressively...
have added the second swarm. Oh, we're having so much fun.
Okay.
Just having so much
Here's a-
fun as like Ophelia's on the ground surrounded by snakes.
13 points of damage.
This is how she wanted to die, surrounded by animals.
Wait, 14. I can do math. 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh.
You have significantly reduced the size of the swarm.
Is it like at half now?
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to try and bite. Can I... You can't trip a swarm, right? That wouldn't make sense.
No.
You probably
They're
can't...
immune-
Probably can't menace a swarm either. All
Yeah,
right.
take out the
No.
take out the snake's non-existent ankles.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think that hits. 10.
No.
All right, that's fine. Wasn't meant to be.
Vittori.
Okay, time to shoot more arrows at this. I mean, I guess bolts, because she uses a crossbow at this fucking. That is a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's 10 total, and then Hunter's Mark is another 3, so 13 damage.
Okay. Okay. This
Just
one
having
seems
fun
to
trying to
be-
figure out how to reduce that.
That is exactly what I was doing.
You
It's
can
fine.
trip the snake by picking up its
So, Ophelia, you are lying stable on the ground, but you don't have to make death saves because you're just
Yeah.
there.
Yay!
It's just there vibing.
Thank you, Death's agents.
Yeah.
No, we really do be vibing out here. What actions can I take as a stable conscious thing?
Are you conscious or are you unconscious?
I think you're unconscious.
Okay, I have no idea how this works because I've never gotten to the point where
Yeah,
I'm
because it
almost
said
dead.
with Death's Agents that you're stabilized, but still at 0 hit points. But if you had like a long rest, you would have 1 hit point.
Okay.
So just lie there for another 8 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, y'all could just wrench open my mouth and then just pour in a healing potion.
Fully intend to do that as soon as we're not being murdered by snakes.
Well, don't mind me. I'm just gonna lie here amongst the pile of snakes while I get carried off to Asgard.
Around me are familiar faces.
So the snake is gonna go for Adara and miss.
Okay, good.
Oh, now
love to
you
hear
miss.
It is now
Now
Adara's
you
turn.
miss.
Whose turn? Sorry.
Your turn.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Hey, 22.
Yeah, that hits.
The rolls get better and better. That is very lawful. So 11 damage.
So how do you destroy this swarm of snakes?
Just like whack-a-mole with my maze, just like bam, 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 until they're all like splat.
Y'all made snake applesauce.
Ugh.
Snapple sauce.
Appreciate that Jess is like asking us how we kill these snakes as if it is not just like screaming as we try and kill them as fast as possible.
It's exactly the same reaction as when you get like surprised by a spider in your bathroom and you're just like, all bets are off. Like in the shower specifically, just nope.
Just like grab a shampoo bottle and start whipping them into the corner of your shower.
Like if I met you somewhere else in my house, you may have experienced mercy, but not here, not now.
Not here amongst my good lush bath bomb.
You have survived the snakes!
Yay! I'm gonna go give Ophelia a potion.
I did out of default.
Do you want me to roll the heal or do you want to?
You've been having better luck than me, so yeah, you do it.
Okay. What is this? I didn't write it on my character sheet. Quick, how much is a healing
I think
potion?
it's 2d4 plus 2.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right. Well, please heal.
Isn't one of them a greater healing potion for swamped or just a potion of healing?
I have the greater healing potion. I have one on my list.
Oh,
So the greater healing is 44 plus 4.
do you want me to use that one on you?
I mean,
As
yeah,
we don't have our bard who can heal?
Yeah, kinda.
All right, then I'm using that one instead. So 44 plus 4.
They're all ones.
5, 8, 9, 13 to heal.
So when I was
Yay.
making, like, choosing inventory spells for this, I was contemplating Cure Wounds just because I, as a person, always want to have, like, some method of healing, but I couldn't justify it for Vittori. So I was like, I'll just have Zephyr Strike instead. And
Yeah.
it's like, this is why I always play characters that can heal.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, Ophelia, her only, like, healing thing is spare the dying, because she's like, I won't prevent you from dying if that's what the fates want, but I will keep my friends from, biting it because they trip on a rock and fall.
Yeah. I also am going to give myself a healing potion. Regular potion of healing, but like, ow.
Okay.
Oh, my dice like me. I heal for 9.
Nice.
Good. Now I'm at positive 25 HP.
Yay.
The struggle bus is stopping at all the stations tonight.
Vittori, how you doing? Are you gonna heals or are you okay?
I don't have any healing potions. But
Are
like
you
I'm
sure
at
you don't?
26. But I'm at 26, so I'm alright, TM.
Okay.
We're fine, TM.
So you notice that the tunnel that you are in this cave opens out into a circular cavern past all of the bones that you've been standing on.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
A statue of a snake-like woman is carved into the far wall, and the floor is carved with stone tiles. Discarded snake skins clutter the edges of this chamber.
Fun.
So anything that's in here knows we're here. Because we just had a very loud fight outside. Ophelia, how you doing?
I mean, I liked snakes until today.
The good news is the snakes you don't like are now dead. So you can continue liking snakes.
That's very fair. Also, ew, snake skin all over the place. I'm not going to judge her, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's better statue decor than the underwater place.
Yeah. It just feels like if you walked into someone's house and you just found like entire human skin husks all over the place, you'd be like, ugh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like, snakes do shed, so it's
Yeah.
less disturbing than
It's
human.
more like going to someone's house and they just like haven't swept up like long hair or something in a while, and you're like, ah, bud.
Yeah, but it's still like, it'd be like a large pile. Like, not an insignificant amount.
Yeah. So, do we like hear any movement in there or see anything? Does it seem
No,
occupied?
like- This seems to be an entrance chamber of some sort, but
Okay.
you can't really discern any way through. The only thing in here is this statue and a bunch of snake skins. And looking down, you see there's a stone floor, and it has some words and images of snakes carved into it.
What are the words?
Sounds like a puzzle.
There is a picture that I sent Gwen, so you can see
I will
it.
switch on over to gameplay map.
Woo.
It's not really a map.
This is not a map. Don't worry about it.
It's not a map, it is just a picture.
Don't worry about it, viewers. You don't have to worry about just reading the map again.
But I will type the words in Zoom chat so that you can see. Actually, I'll type it just in chat.
I like how, like, just brackets, snake drawing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they didn't draw a snake.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, I don't understand where the snake drawings are.
Yeah.
But you know, we know it's supposed to be there. That's what matters.
Seeing these like words just come in chat, just like out
There you
of
go.
context is so funny. Just like his eyes.
Beauty
I
up.
think I'm fairly certain that like Ink has read like the actual text where this is from because I'm fairly certain it's from an old poem. But like Ophelia's just like words on the floor.
So everyone's reading them vertically for some reason, but I read them left to right, which is what makes sense to me, and got an actually coherent sentence, sort of.
Who Beauty had drunk up in his eyes.
Yeah,
So drink up his eyes.
you know,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
coherent,
Clink,
like,
clink.
grammatically, semantically questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in my head as a player, I'm fairly certain as his eyes had drunk up her beauty. Like something like that. I just like it sounds familiar, so I'm like, maybe it's from a sonnet or something. And now I'm just like, but Ophelia's just like, ah yes, things on floor.
Why did she drink up his eyes?
I think Adar's smart enough to end up with a sentence, but probably the her beauty had drunk up his eyes sentence, not the
Same.
sonnet one.
Uh,
So is this like on the floor in front of the statue? Is it off to the side? Is it on the
These
statue?
are words kind of scattered around.
Okay. So they are not all next to each other like they are in the picture.
I assume so. Yes,
Okay.
I have made that decision. That's how it is.
Okay. This is one of those Twitter memes where it's like a crossword style thing and it's like the first 3 words you find or how your 2020 is going to go.
I
You can
was
also
thinking more
investigate the statue if you want.
like the you know the whole like don't open dead inside.
Yeah. All right. I want to investigate the statue. Does anyone
Do
else
it.
want to investigate the statue?
Yeah.
it's like
let's
Sasa,
investigate.
Lele, no, sales. It's like those kinds of things. Oh,
Aggregate 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay. You know
I
that-
got a 20 aggregate 21.
Oh my god, I thought you said 28 for a second.
Oh no.
No, I
was
just
like,
do it. I was like, what?
Like, give me a nature check. Does that change your anything?
My modifier's the same.
Okay.
And my modifier for nature is a 0, so it's just objectively worse.
Oh no.
Okay.
I got a 15 on nature.
So I will say you were all able to identify this statue as a lamia. And additionally, it's a woman with a body, like top of a woman, body of a snake, kind of, I almost said hood of a snake, but you know, like this happening.
I think it is a hood. For
Yeah, that is the hood.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I said a woman with a hood, you might think she was like
Right.
Hoodie,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like
With hood, just
a forked
vibing.
tongue. And you can discern that this statue is also a door, but you don't see any handles.
I just came up with an inappropriate name.
Oh no, you're like,
See, Jazz said that, and then I thought of love handles.
I was just like, all right, we knock it over.
3 types of people.
All right. So, time to start looking for hinges, handles,
Y'all mind
levers.
if- Yeah. Do you guys mind if I bring out a friend to maybe sniff things?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, because like you can do it like 3 times a day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. What do we get now? Yay! Reginald is back! Yay!
Oh, what a good dog.
We got the good boy back.
For those of you who missed it, Reginald was our direwolf in the last episode who got pulled out of the gray bag of tricks, and now he's the team mascot.
I will say that Jess Pack did say Reginald, but when I
Yes.
was listening to it, I heard Reginald.
We
so
all heard
I was like,
Reginald.
No, we all did.
I mean, the problem is she definitely like started a name that began with an F and then changed her mind and named it Reginald.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Hence, Reginald.
yes, it's Reginald the dog.
She can't change it because she's not here.
We took a vote while you were gone, and we renamed your dog.
Try and stop me, Jess. Probably gonna get like an angry text from Jess, like, stop!
So Reginald sniffs around and starts kind of doing a point. Like there's something past this. But then sort of wanders off and gets distracted by snake skins and starts batting at them with his paws.
Aw.
He wants to play.
Not with the skin, baby. No, please.
So wait, what was the point at? Like the statue? Or
The statue.
okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, time to start looking around for stuff. And or can I check the? I mean, this probably doesn't make sense, but based on the words that we found on the ground, can Adara check like the eyes of the statue, just in case?
Sure. What are you checking for?
If the lever's in there to open the door or something.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
So you're like poking the eyes.
Yeah,
Just like shoving your hand into an eye. And then
yeah,
just
I'm just gonna manhandle the statue for a bit and see if I can figure out how it works.
Dara, give me an intelligence check.
Sure. Hey, 14.
Okay. You have seen things like this before whilst bounty hunting. You have
What a common sight.
the recollection of something similar in the past, and you know that this type of door is magically sealed and requires a passphrase to
Okay.
open.
Oh, fun.
All right. It needs a password, Adara says, like after like staring into its eyes for a weirdly long time.
Swordfish.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens when Victoria says swordfish.
Uh,
It's
Had to
going-
try.
You can't win a staring contest against the statue. It's got you beat there.
I was just checking. But I mean, the password probably has something to do with the words on the ground. If we can put them in the right order, that might be how we get through.
There are words on the floor.
Yeah, there's drunk over here, and I saw some other ones.
would be the one.
Yeah.
Eyes. I also saw eyes. That's why I was checking the statue. But
I mean,
Are there any,
do
like-
we feed the statues some alcohol?
I think we say words out loud and we just have to put them in the right order. So I'll try saying out loud, her beauty had drunk up his eyes, because again, that's the order I read it in.
That does not do anything.
All right, we need a different order.
Had her drunk eyes beauty up.
I feel like at least Adar is smart enough to be like, next step, change around the order of the sentence. His eyes had drunk up her beauty.
No.
Oh my god, it doesn't work? Oh no.
Snake drawing.
Had his eyes drunk up her beauty.
No.
I will keep saying things until someone else gets a better idea.
Ophelia's like looking at the snake and being like, noodle, and then being like, had his eyes drunk her beauty up.
You had an extra. Wait, say what you said again.
Had his
I think they got
eyes drunk her beauty up.
Yeah.
Because it's like a noodle.
It's a
No.
snake. Oh man.
But that, no.
Snake a snack. I'm like looking at Reginald like, you got any clue, buddy?
You all can just give me an intelligence roll.
Sure.
If you don't want to be here forever.
I can't do that because I'm not smart.
Okay.
I rolled a natural one!
Oh my god.
Oh god, yeah, then I'll show you.
Dory is like, her drunk had his eyes up beauty or something like
16?
18.
Hey.
The password comes to the two of you. His eyes had drunk her beauty up.
Oh.
I'm just trying to figure out how we were supposed to discern that from what we had.
I don't know.
I'm wondering if the snake drawings that were annotated and not actually put on the picture may have had the correct like path.
Maybe.
right.
Because it is kind of a path.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, that's why I was going like in the order, like
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
in noodly.
Yeah.
no, that was
Maybe,
that was
yeah.
smart. But yeah, that's my guess.
I guess it is like a zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as it comes to you and you say it aloud, the statue
More snakes.
shifts back. And you see a tunnel that spirals down in front of you.
Yay!
That's fun.
Reginald, we're going on a field trip.
Oh my god.
Yay!
I'll go first, I guess.
Down the stairs.
What's your marching order?
So Dara's going first, I'll go second.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
what-
yeah, I'm probably gonna be last because I'm gonna be like trying to get the
I mean,
dog
you
to
should
come in the
maybe like
pit.
have Reginald behind you so you don't get ambushed
Yeah.
from behind.
Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to coax the dog down into the pit.
Put the squishiest in the middle.
Okay. As you descend, the musty cave smell gives way to fresh air. Abruptly, the passage opens into a canyon. Water trickles down into a wide pool. Soft music emanates from a Goliath woman seated nearby, gently strumming a lyre. Another Goliath woman sways to the music as she whittles a design into a staff. Several other tunnels lead away from here. I forgot to ask, are you stealthing?
100%.
Yeah.
Give me a
I
stealth.
can't because I'm taking care of the dog.
Ophelia is in the back, and we'll go ahead and stealth.
Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
I rolled an 8. I'm not very stealthy. I think I'm distracted by the dog as well.
13.
As you enter,
Mm-hmm.
the Goliaths leap to their feet. The whittler brandishes her knife as the other woman dashes up a tunnel. An enormous snake with a woman's face bursts from the other tunnel. Who are you? The snake hisses. Speak. Your swift answer spares your imminent death.
I'm Madara. This is Vittori. We were here looking for... shit. What's her name?
We were, Atla, I think. Apparently, like, I feel like whatever we were told doesn't match what is going on here, because I see Goliaths and they are alive, and I see what I assume is a Lamia. So, like, we were coming to, like, see if we could find the remains of a Goliath that had died, and that doesn't seem to be what's going on.
When you say Atla, the one holding the knife who had been whittling a staff says, I'm Atli.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friend Suez wanted us to investigate your death? That, I guess, didn't happen.
Oh, Suez. Bless his heart. I chose exile rather than... I got tired of the judgment of my clan, and I didn't want to be a hunter. I just assumed it was easier to fake my death and come here for everybody. I'm so sorry. This is Madla. She introduces the Lamia.
That tracks. Wait, no.
So, but that name, we've heard that name before.
Madla was the name of the Goliath that, like, the earlier one that left?
Yeah.
And she gestures at the Lamia?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ophelia's definitely like trying to keep the dog from being like, borf.
So you transformed into a Lamia?
Yeah, have you always been a Lamia, Madla?
Madla kind of sighs, and you see a bunch of other Goliaths coming out from other entrances in the cave and kind of forming a human, I almost say human, a Goliath wall behind them. She says, I was cursed. They exiled me after my festival of the hunt. I didn't belong and tried to persuade them that I should stay. Rhea said I spoke like a politician with a snake's tongue. And
so the shaman did this?
the only way to break the spell is to be a leader of a clan. Please. I'm worried that they'll keep sending people to slay me. There is a giant snake that was killed nearby. You could take that back. Tell them you slayed me and I slew Atli, and they'll leave us alone.
So, I was under the impression that them going on hunts for the Lamia was part of a long-standing tradition.
Yeah, like a coming of age thing.
Yeah, but also like something they'd been doing for a while. Is this new since you got cursed, or like if we just say, hey, we fixed it, are they going to be like, fuck you, you've ruined our traditions forever? Or are they going to be like, great, guess we can go back to whatever we were doing before?
In my day, it was merely to survive in the wild.
Yeah.
Now they send them to hunt me.
Got it.
I'm really sorry, Madla. That's really, it's really upsetting.
Yeah, this sucks. But you all seem fine. So that's good. And your idea seems fine. So that's good.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine.
Is Ophelia still poisoned?
Oh, you were never poisoned.
Oh,
You
okay.
just took poison
No,
damage.
it's poison.
Got it. Okay.
It's always an annoying distinction to me.
I know.
Well, yeah, I guess us showing up beaten half to hell is will help sell it. Vittori, are you particularly good at lying?
Lying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to lie. Actually,
Well, I mean, we're about to go back and lie to the Goliaths because
Weren't we going to find the big snake and then take the head?
yeah, and then say it was the Lamia that we killed, and they're fine now, and there's no Lamia anymore, which is just boldly untrue.
Well, I'm average at lying,
Okay.
I guess. You could say that I have a low charisma and I'm doing my best.
Ah,
It runs
family.
in the family.
It does.
It
Webcam,
does.
please. Cool. So, Ophelia,
Yes.
do you think you can convince the Goliaths that everything they just said is what happened? If
I mean,
you put
I'm
your
still
mind to
1 to
it.
20. I'm like an 18.
Yeah, but that's better than the two tens here.
Listen up, 10s and 18 is speaking.
That's where my brain went too.
Yeah. I mean, like, I can do my best, but I also feel like we should tell at least Suez, because it's not fair for him to have to grieve for someone who is not only not dead, but also very happy and contented now, and not
Yeah.
leave him crying and suffering thinking his best friend is dead.
Can I turn to Atla and ask if she thinks that Suez can be like trusted to not blow their cover? Like, does she want us to tell her friend that she's fine? He's real broken up about it.
Well, I think he would come after me. But this is my home now. I mean, I can't.
Oh no, he might die to the poisonous snakes.
He might.
I would. I'm sure he'll learn to get by without me. I mean, I miss him too. But he belongs. He's a great hunter. And he'll grow into his voice one day and then they'll respect him.
I mean, do you
Yeah,
all
but-
need a hunter?
Madla can hunt enough for all of us.
All right.
And he loves that tribe. He loves it. He'll be fine. I mean, I miss my family. I wish that they could accept me, but I would rather be with people who accept me than, it's kind of a shitty situation, but this is where I'm at right now.
So, follow-up question. He thinks that the chief and shaman are sending troublesome women out to die during the rituals because you keep leaving. And so he thinks that they're directly responsible. Thoughts?
Madla kind of smiles and says, maybe change is possible.
I mean, like, I stand by the idea that you don't owe people, especially like your family, anything if they don't support you and they don't care about you. But for people like Suez, I feel a great amount of sympathy because he does care about you for who you are, Atla. And I don't know if it's fair to him to, especially as someone who does have the compassion for you, to just leave him behind to fester in that toxic environment.
So you're saying we should return and show them what they've done?
You don't have to if you don't want to, or if you don't feel like you'll be safe.
Madla kind of smiles and says, I can handle myself and care for my people.
I just don't want you to come across as the villain that they think that you are.
Yeah, because, like, as much as, like, you know, helping faking your death sounds like a good idea, it also means that, like, the shaman and, like, anyone else that, like, agrees with the shaman kind of go unpunished, and that's kind of bad.
Fair enough. Let's show them what Rhea has done and where all of their dead women have gone. And Atlee says, I wouldn't want Suez to be sad. It's going to be a little weird having just faked my own death like yesterday, but...
Yeah, crush your own funeral!
I mean, honestly, power move.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to get the opportunity again.
Yeah. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Madla turns and speaks to all of the Goliaths and says, ladies, we return home tonight. Let's show them what we've been up to.
I really hope that's not keyword for murder.
I was like, that sounds fun and ominous.
Yeah.
So Madla leaves the way, and this large group of about 30 Goliaths, and the three of you follow. The first stars appear overhead as you re-enter the Goliath village. A crowd forms as you approach the platform amidst gasps and murmurs. Madla! Rhea cries as the Lamia comes into view, but Chief Nokraz puts a firm hand on the elder's arm. Atlee, the chief booms, what is the meaning of your return with that creature accompanying you? Beside you, Atlee shrinks under the disapproving tone in Nokraz's voice. She whispers to you, what can I say?
The truth?
Which is?
That's not a creature, that's Madla, who his shaman turned into a Lamia because she was difficult.
I mean, and also that this whole system of sending kids into the woods to go and kill your mentor is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, we'll work up to that.
That's Madla, the one who you cursed, Elder Rhea, and you see fire burn in Elder Rhea's eyes.
You got this. You got this, Atlee.
She says, well, and also the festival, the rite of age, passage is bad? And you see the chief stand up and he looks furious. I don't think that was the right thing.
Sending people out to kill the Lamia, who is a member of their tribe that the shaman cursed, is bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically sending people out to clean up their mistakes.
Yeah.
And like acting as if like the Lamia is just like a monster that wasn't like basically framed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your town really likes the victim blame.
Okay. Sending children to clean up the mistakes of the elders prevents their own growth. And we're supposed to be about growing and surviving. And nobody's survived longer than us. Anything else?
Oh, look at you.
Um,
She's grown so much.
how did people seem to be reacting so far? Was that like more?
They kind of like
Okay.
oh yeah.
She could add that all of the Goliaths with her are like former members of the tribe who pieced out because of reasons.
She says, everyone with me has left because their interests and skills were not valued. But really, diversity brings strength, and different kinds of strength could make our community stronger.
I was half expecting Atla to be like, so the people that I brought back with me today pieced out on you fools because you didn't care.
And maybe like something about how like if this many Goliaths like chose to fake their own deaths instead of like staying in the community, that's like that shows like it's a big like problem that probably should be fixed.
Yeah. She says, look at all of these skills that aren't being utilized because they would rather pretend to be dead than live in fear and shame when we could instead bond as a community and lift each other up. So that the chief hangs his head. Atli, you shame me with your wisdom. The festival of the hunt is complete for you. All of you. And he gestures out over the crowd. It says, welcome home. Suez leaps forward to embrace Atli, and the two hurry away together to one of the festival tents. As the Vort outcasts begin to mingle with the family, who are overjoyed to see them, Madla hangs back. Chief Nokraz approaches her and contemplates her face. I remember Rhea's words to you. She had no idea what she would create. You have become a leader for these people, protecting them, doing what I failed to do. I thank you for returning to us. You are an honored leader of this clan. And as he finishes speaking, the Lamia's form peels away, and Madla in Goliath form steps out of the snake's remains.
Like a banana.
I accept your offer, she replies. My offer? Chief Nokraz looks confused. Madla grins. To lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Chief Nokraz kind of looks confused and steps away as the Goliaths embrace Madla, and everyone reunites with their family, and the festival continues.
Hell yeah.
Like y'all can still go like camping and stuff when you turn 18,
Yeah.
but like y'all don't need to kill stuff every time. Goddamn.
You can just regular camp. You don't have to murder camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Atla runs up to Ophelia, actually, and says, I heard you had trouble with the door guards. I've been working on this for myself, but I think you might have earned it. Thank you. And she hands you the staff she'd been carving. And it is a staff of the python.
Hey!
What does that do?
It's like a Moses stick, right?
Yep, your staff turns into a giant constrictor snake.
We need to name this one too.
Yeah!
It's all Ophelia. I like how Ophelia's just getting all of the like reptile, frog, amphibian side of animals.
No, I'm
Yeah.
Pokemoning the animal kingdom. Yes.
I mean, to be fair, the bag of tricks is Euphoria's, but
Yeah,
like,
so like
now...
Euphoria has a bunch of mammals, and then Ophelia has a bunch of like frogs and snakes.
Idara has
funny.
10,000 magical weapons that she doesn't really use.
Idara has knives and people that she calls friends.
Yeah, Ophelia is going to thank Atla and be like, you did good. I'm very proud of you. Remember that you don't owe anyone anything if they don't accept you.
She kind of smiles and says, I'm glad I'm home.
Aw.
Yeah.
Suez shows up with beers that are as big as his head. He goes, you found her! Thank you so much! I didn't find any money though, but drinks are on me.
Sounds good.
That's totally okay. I'm gonna give him like a little like corner of the honeycomb that I picked up and be like, this will help if your throat starts to hurt.
Oh yeah, we should probably return that money.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit. Like we also Atla, we found your wallet.
Atla, here's all 50 cents that you had in it.
It's 15 silver. That's like a respectable amount.
That's like $1.50.
That's like 15
In ye
bucks,
olden
probably.
days, that's a valuable amount of money.
That's several
We have
meals.
a pack of fantasy gum.
You know, to go with your fantasy Nerf darts.
Yeah.
But is there anything else you would like to do at the festival, friends?
I want to try and arm wrestle someone before we leave.
You want to try to break their arms again?
I want to see how Idara holds up against a Goliath.
All right. You can find a Goliath to arm wrestle. There's
All right.
a bunch that are around. So let's do this opposed. Yeah, give me
Athletics?
yeah.
Strength?
Let's do an opposed strength check, but you
Okay.
can use athletics.
Oh, okay. $25.
I rolled really shitty, so I got a 17.
Yay!
Don't break their arm,
Goliath.
but you clearly win.
Oh my god. The Legend of Idara arm wrestling lives on.
And the
Hell
Goliath
yeah.
that you're arm wrestling just kind of looks at you and goes, nicely done, little one.
Thank you. I rolled an 18 on my die.
Hey,
Hey!
Yay!
that's my cousin.
And he offers to buy you a drink.
100%.
Anyone else have anything you want to do at the festival?
Not in particular.
I think Ophelia's just gonna find like a bunch of small Goliath kids that are probably the same size as her and like introduce Reginald and then also go staff, snake, staff, snake, staff, snake.
Oh my god.
I love it.
She needs people to be impressed with her.
All right. And
I will say that, like, Vittori does go up to Adara and be like, you know, that was kind of fun. Like, you know, mind if I hang for a bit?
Yeah, that sounds great. How good are you with kids?
I never really had a deal with them. Like, I'm an only child, so.
Yeah.
Tori's like,
All right.
wine it vibes.
Because we got the one Euphoria is taken care of, and then you've already met Ophelia, so...
That Staff snake. Staff snake.
But yeah, let's. You can stick around. We get up to a lot of nonsense. It's been fun.
Right. No, might be a nice change of pace from just, like hunting down criminals and stuff.
There's more of that than you would think.
Oh.
Yeah, but it is usually a surprise.
Oh.
So, there's that.
Surprise criminals.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose with this case, it was
Yeah. Oh my god.
Find a killer.
Yeah, no, the number of times that we've had criminals contact us to be like, hey, can you solve my problem, which is code for cover up my problem, is not insignificant. Then I'll just, spend the night recounting our stories to Vittori.
It's like 18 episodes.
And as Adara recites 18 episodes of Threeflings to Vittori, and Ophelia amazes Goliath children with Snake Stick and Reginald. Moon rises. And that is where we end tonight's episode of Rites of Passage.
Woo! It only took 2 hours rather than 4.
What a reasonably length adventure.
We doing better.
Thank you so much for joining us. This was from Uncaged Volume 2. Next week's is also from Uncaged Volume 2. It is Love, Sorrow by Tara Hooper. And thank you so much for coming out. I'm Jess, as you probably know, because you're on my channel. But, thank you for coming. Support our Patreon. I just put it in the thing. You can find me. I write games and stuff. You can find it on my Twitter. It's all there. Oh, currently, Play It Forward is happening. So if there's anything on the DM's Guild that you have wanted, I know Ink is making fun of me doing this right now. But if there's anything you wanted on the DM's Guild, buy it between now and May 17th because creators get 100% of the profits. So if you have wanted Book of Seasons Equinoxes or something,
Or
it's the best time to buy is right now. And tomorrow I'm going to be playing on Sigil Entertainment's channel. I'm going to at 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting it here. We're playing My Adventure, A Day with the Fae. So check that out. It'll be great. Let's start by Ink. Who are you? What do you do?
Hi, my name is Ink. I am at These Dead Pens on Twitter. I do lots of things. Some things which are being put on hold right now because I'm going through university finals. But yeah, it's fun. Partially as a note with Play It Forward, the Australian Wildlife Charity Relief Project that I'm part of, Wisdom Under Fire, is currently 100% of the proceeds go to Wildlife Victoria instead of only 50. So
that's my state.
Yes, if you've been interested in helping out really cool animals while also getting some really cool information, including wombat class.
Say you can play as a wombat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, check it out on the DM's Guild.
Dara, Gwendy, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm going to be all over the internet, and I am an illustrator. So find me on Twitter, find me on Twitch. Someday I'll stream again. Every week I think to myself, man, today's the week when I'm going to start streaming art again. And then Friday comes, and I'm like, dang, it sure is Friday, isn't it?
What a quarantine mood.
Right? But yeah, find me on Twitter mostly. I have pictures that I post. I most recently posted a, I don't remember what I most recently posted. Check Twitter for details. I drew an owlbear, a Shakespearean owlbear. If you want details, find my stuff on the internet.
It's a really great owlbear.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
And lastly, not leastly, thank you so much for joining us, Vittori. Where can we find you, and who are you?
I'm Allison, also known as Draz. You can find me on Twitter as Drazillion. I do a bunch of stuff. I'm, in Uncaged, Book of Seasons, Eat the Rich Anthology, just a bunch of, I recently did a Twitter thread of all the things that are, are in Play It Forward. I also, I'm both a writer and an illustrator, and sometimes I stream at LibreOffice to do layout. So I'm basically a jack of all trades. So like, I can probably do something for you if you need to.
Draz did the emotes for this channel.
Oh, yeah.
So if you
Oh,
like
yeah.
those catacorns, Draz
They're
did
so
them.
cute.
Hire her.
They're so cute.
It was so fun to do.
And it's Ace Awareness Day. So hug your asexual friends and your gray ace friends and be aware of them.
I miss hugs.
Yeah, socially distance, like arm wave at them.
Give consensual internet hugs.
Yay.
Yay.
So we love you so much. We hope to see you next week. And we're going to go shoot our Patreon video now. So support our Patreon so you can watch it.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
We love
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Have a great night.
Bye.